Hello, this is Broyer, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play, or I should say, Let's Learn, for Victoria 3, as we continue our run here with Colombia, also known as New Granada. So far, I think we're doing okay. I mean, I'm sure I could be doing a lot better, but I don't think I'm doing, like, super poorly, but I don't know what I don't know, I guess. I mean, our population's growing. It's actually got a little bit of a spike now, which is good. We still have a lot of radicals, but we have more loyalists than we had before, so that's pretty good, I would imagine. Standard of living is got up a smidgen. We're trying to work through the standard of living boost. We are getting more literate, which is awesome. GDP is going up quite a bit, so that feels pretty good. We're a little bit upside down on the bureaucracy right now, but part of that's because we're incorporating a state still, and we are working on, we got a couple things going on here. I'm probably just going to leave the bureaucracy kind of upside down for a little bit. How do we, isn't there a way, I'm sure there's a way to increase our bureaucracy, right? Government admin, probably? Yeah. So if we wanted to increase our bureaucracy, we can do some government admin stuff. Which presumably would put in wherever we've got the best whatevers. Or if we're upside down on taxation capacity, apparently, which I don't think we are. I mean, yeah. I mean, doing something like this. I'm just going to use up some construction, but it would eventually get us some bureaucracy. You know, let's put one of these down. It's kind of another one of those things where I just want to see what it does. And I'm actually going to go ahead and put that to the top because I'd like to get that bureaucracy stuff kind of figured out. So we'll move you to the top, and then we will figure out what that looks like here in a bit. I do want to put some more construction sectors down at some point. We've got one in the queue. Actually, probably what I want to do is or do I have one in the queue? I talked about putting one in the queue. I don't think I actually did it yet because I went ahead and did the logging camps, come to think of it. You know what? Let's put another construction thing in the queue. It might backfire on me, but I kind of want to do this. I'm actually going to put you at the top above the government one. Get that one done, get the government one done, and then kind of go from there. I'm hoping we can recover from any issues that might cause. Because it is going to put us a little bit upside down on the money. But I'm hoping we can recover from that. Speaking of money, how are we looking on... Like, we're taxing our people pretty low. And... construction goods... Let me wait 1 second. Oh, we can switch to iron frame buildings, which does give us much better construction. But it would be very expensive. Because we don't have tools, I don't think. We don't have iron. We need to get more tools. We get more iron, things like that in the mix at some point. We got so many things I want to build. I want to build everything, right? I guess that's where some of this stuff comes into play. Some of the construction sectors do come into plays. I want to keep, you know, building things. We're technically working on a colony right now. I'm not really that concerned about it. It's just, it was really just to finish the quest more than anything else. General staff unlocked. All right. Just training and things like that. I don't know if there's anything here that jumps out at me as things that I need to work on. That was not a technology we obviously researched. It's one we got for free, effectively. All right, so we are dropping in balance. Presumably because of the construction sector that we just finished. I'm assuming that'll put us negative at some point, but we are working on the bureaucracy now, right? Yes, government administration is working on right now. We're still positive, so we are still building a gold reserve for whatever that's worth. Less of a gold reserve, which is probably okay. I mean, honestly, we want to flirt this thing back and forth between positive and negative most of the time. I don't want it to be permanently negative. I want to kind of plan towards growth. But we can kind of flirt this thing back and forth between positive and negative because gold reserves, in a sense, is just money that sits there wasted, in a way. We don't need wasted money. We need to use that money for something. I'm going to be glad to see this government thing get done here in a moment. We are still working on the railroad here, apparently. So I guess we can work on more than one thing at once. Or am I misunderstanding how that... Oh, it must be private. Okay, there's some private railroads being done. Okay, well, in that case, we might not even need to do our railroads that I kind of put in the queue. Hey, election results are good done. Yay. Do we care about changing anything? I mean, I still don't want the military. I want to keep the military out. So I'm probably going to keep not doing... Oh, wait, the military's already in. When did I put the military in? I don't remember putting them in. Okay, then. Never mind. So the military's in. I genuinely don't remember putting the military in here. That's not what I wanted. I want to... What happens if I... Oh, I can't move the... Oh, they just joined automatically, I think, at one point. Because they're just part of the Conservative Party. I think that's what happened. Well, then. Well, in that case, if they're already in, we could add somebody else in. We could add the petite bourgeoisie. Or... Which I don't know if I really care. I kind of want to put the industrialists in, to be honest. Just because I feel like being industrial is going to be kind of fun and cool and interesting and whatever. I mean, maybe it's a bad idea to drop whatever, but I kind of like the idea of building up some industry here. Again, live and learn. So we'll see. Haven't really been passing any laws lately. Let's take a look at our laws. Now that we put those guys in charge or in the government, are there some laws that would help us with what we want? I mean, I would love to get rid of this. Quite frankly, I mean, that's just for my own personal reasons, which, I mean, hopefully most people would agree with. So yeah, now that we've got the industrialists in there, I think they're part of the reason why we can do this. But it could cause a lot of turmoil. Landowners will not be happy. Landowners will not be happy at all. I really would like that. Oh, sorry. No, I wanted to close that window. Migration controls. I mean, I would prefer no migration, personally. Controls, I should say. Some poor laws. Is this welfare payments? Trade unions endorse it. Industrialists endorse it. Landowners, again, still. But they don't oppose it by, like, like, they'd still be technically loyal if we had a little bit of welfare payments. I mean, I don't know if that's the right route. What else we got? I can't say that word all of a sudden. Laissez-faire? Laissez-faire? Something like that? I don't know how to speak words. There's some pretty heavy opposition to that, unfortunately. What else we got? Taxation stuff. A lot of people would love consumption-based taxation. Which we want to go... I actually feel like we're in the right spot currently. Yeah, I think we're actually in a decent spot where we're at. I do like the idea of more healthcare. The Catholic Church would oppose this, but it wouldn't go super, super negative. Trade unions would also oppose this, really. But the industrialists would love private healthcare. Interesting. Don't want to do anything with the police force. Mercantilism. Free trade. The industrialists endorse this, which again is kind of the direction we'd probably like to go. Rural folk who are already unhappy would not like this. But again, they're already unhappy. Give us more. The bureaucracy costs for trade routes go down. Trade route volume would go up. Change in revenue would actually go down a bit. No tariffs for any goods. Family, I mean, that could be one. I think if somebody complained about, like, they really needed that one, I would go think about it. National Guard. Armed Forces would love it. Everybody else would kind of hate it. Elected. I like the idea of elected. Actually, everybody would endorse this. Like, everybody that's positive for this, there's, like, no negatives. So what's the difference here? Minus 15 bureaucracy institution cost multiplier. Isn't that good? Oh, we have less taxation capacity, though. Isn't this good? To have more... the institution costs are cheaper, right? Is that what I'm reading? I actually feel like this might be decent. Because bureaucracy is one of the things we're struggling with at the moment. And I feel like elected officials seems to make more sense. I would like to get down to multiculturalism at some point. We're at wealth voting now. I'd like to get down to universal suffrage, something like that at some point. And then, yeah, okay. No, let's go for this. Let's go for elected bureaucrats. Maybe. Maybe it's bad. Maybe it's good. Seems like it could be something a lot of people support and could give us a little bit of bureaucracy back for some of the institutions that we're trying to set up. We'll find out. What are we still building? We're building the, speaking of bureaucracy, we're building the government administration building at the moment. We're still positive, even with the construction sector in play, so that's good. Now, not a lot. We're not positive enough that I feel like building another construction sector right now, but at least something. Industrial barriers. Factories in Cauca, or however you say that, have been reported to be placing Quechua people into roles with incredibly poor work conditions owing to their status as second-class citizens in New Granada. I mean, I wish I could make them not second-class citizens. This unequal treatment cannot stand. They're lucky to get... No, I don't like that. I would like to go with this one. It could backfire, but I feel like this is a better solution for me. All right, what do we got going on up here? It's an isolated colony. What does that mean? Okay, its market's not connected. Okay, fair enough. Transportation shortage. I mean, we do have a transportation shortage in here. It's a transportation shortage, not an infrastructure shortage. There's a difference, right? So what does transportation shortage actually mean? Let me come back to that for a second. We still got a lot of pops living below. Well, the ones in the new Mauritania, that makes sense. But there's still some people living in other places below standard of living. And then expensive goods. Paper's still very expensive in the British market. So is wood and iron. So I would like to get... I guess we could reduce some income for a bit to kind of lower that. Make some people happy from that. Let's reduce the income for a little while. Just to kind of let less radicals from standard of living. And, I mean, we can monitor that, babysit that, and we can always bump it back up later. Rousing speech. This afternoon, Pedro Heran, leader of the armed forces, delivered a fiery speech advocating for the enactment of elected bureaucrats. Sure, we'll just take the enactment chance. Boost here. What was I going to check on? Yeah, iron mines. So we have a shortage of transportation. Okay, so what am I... I'm misunderstanding something here. Shortage of transportation. Because I'm using railroads, but I don't have transportation currently. So how do I get transportation? Like, what am I missing understanding here? Is that not just the infrastructure, or am I missing something here? Produced by urban centers. Oh, I see that now. I am seeing that now. And public trams would give us less... Oh, it would give us more transportation by using engines, which we don't currently have. Well, we could get some. It's not super expensive, so maybe we do go to public trams here. And in fact, why don't we just go to public trams in all of our... what am I saying? Urban centers. Do public trams everywhere. And we need more engines. But we can cross that bridge when we get there. So public... So how do you get more urban centers? Apparently we don't build them. Requires urbanization. I don't know. How do you get more? How do you get more? Is it down here? Am I blind? No, I don't think it's a thing. We can get motor industries, get some more engines. Yeah, I'm sure there's something. Oh, there's actually straight up fertilizer plants. I knew we can get fertilizer from some animals, but I forgot we can get actual fertilizer plants. I mean, let's go with that for a minute and see if that fixes some of the transportation issues. All right, as soon as this gets done, we'll see if that helps our bureaucracy upside downness. Hey, wait a minute. What just went up? Oh, loyals went up. And radicals got a big drop. Nice. Well, we're happy with that. We're almost done with our government administration building here. An ultimatum. The Catholic Church have issued a stern ultimatum about towing the party's line on the proposal for elected bureaucrats. Determined to resist. 60% chance they get public sympathies, or 40% chance they become more radical. But it does give us a success, enactment chance. I mean, I guess we'll take... I don't like it, but I guess we'll take the top one. Hopefully it doesn't backfire. Alright, so the bureaucracy is almost... Or the government building is almost done. Which I think once it populates... Or once it... populates, you know what I mean? Once it... once it gets its full level of workers... it does in fact give us back to positive bureaucracy. So good stuff there. So what are we building next? We're building to the we're back to the textile mills, and then eventually we'll get back down to the logging camps. What is this actually doing? I don't even remember. We're adding some units somewhere that I've had in the queue forever. Population is still going up quite a bit. Standard. Oh, this is actual standard of living. I mean, it's just we're not great. Wait, lower strata is at 9. And its expected is 5.8. Am I reading that right? Like, I feel like we're above the standard of living. Minimum expectation is 6.7, and we're at 10.4. Like, I feel like we're above the minimum. Your capacity has returned to positive balance. Oh, for barracks. Yeah, okay. Well, we did good. I did a thing. I made something work. So yeah, really just back to working on... Oh, here we go. Bureaucratic struggle. Our efforts to pass the elected bureaucrats law have run into several classic bureaucratic hurdles. Debates rage around such lofty matters as the correct shape of filing... as the correct shape of filing cabinets. I love it. I don't want to reduce my bureaucracy. I mean, I can increase the enactment time. I kind of like the let's just get over with. I mean, it's going to reduce the chance, but I think it's still going to have a decent chance when it's all said and done. I could be wrong. I think we're still going to have decent chances. And if we don't, we don't. All right, we actually have a lot of bureaucracy right now. Does that mean we can do more trade route stuff? And again, I feel like I should be able to see this better. I feel like there's got to be a way for me to see. Is it just things that we have? No, I feel like I don't know what I'm misunderstanding something about how the trade routes work, right? Like, I don't feel like I should have to go through each one of these individually. That seems a little bit strange. I mean, we can export some clothes. I mean, we are making clothes, right? There's got to be a better way to do this. And I know I'm doing something wrong, right? Surely. So far, it's just been clothes. I mean, furniture is decent. I mean, I don't know when we want to export grain. We're trying to reduce the cost of grain. There's got to be a way to do this, and I'm just... Tools? I don't want to export tools. The tools are kind of important. Where are we getting porcelain from? Oh, I can see the predicted bureaucracy costs. Ah, okay. Opium? Do we even have opium? Yeah, I don't know that we even have opium. Not sure where. Some of these I don't understand because I don't feel like we have that. Meat we do have, right? I mean, unless I'm reading that wrong, that seems like a reasonably good one. I think we are producing meat. Luxury furniture we definitely have. So that feels like luxury clothes I don't know that we have, but we're gonna click some of these. Maybe I'm way off base about what I'm reading here, but we're gonna click a couple of those and see what that does. What about imports? And again, I feel like it's, I mean, is it the same thing where I just kind of have to see what's profitable for us to import? Coffee? Would we really be importing coffee? feel like we only import things when we're short, and I don't think we're short right now. So we're going to try those exports. See what that does. We are very upside down on the money right now. We can fix that with raising some taxes at some point. And apparently getting more paper and wood. I mean, the wood is going to come, right? And iron, apparently. So let's go to resources, more iron mines. I mean, these could be pretty profitable, actually. Let's put some iron mines in the queue. Textile mill's about to come in. That should make us a little bit of money. Barracks, not so much. I mean, the railroads, do we even need the railroads? This is in down here. I mean, we're technically fine right now, so I could probably push the railroads down to the bottom. Maybe they get done someday, maybe they don't. Maybe I don't really care. Let's get the logging camps. We'll get the textile mill. I think that's still good. I don't even remember what this barrack is for. I kind of want to just get it done because I don't remember. Law progress to study. Is that 46% chance of success? So maybe my 10% drop might end up costing us. You never know. Diplomatic plays in Senegal, which I don't know that I actually care about. Voting. Okay, it's possible it might pass. It might fail because it's already at voting. It's only at 46%. So maybe I did cost it. That's all right. Live and learn. Thought we might have a chance. We're actually still... I mean, we actually got some good diplomacy stuff going as well. Did we do another colony? What is this? Does this cost Diplo? We have interest we can declare. We're already doing Senegal. Alright, let's go ahead and just trigger that. I mean, I doubt it's actually going to work. But I'm going to hit the button. And then diplomatic actions. Alliance with Ecuador. Are we already in alliance with Ecuador? That's right. Improve relations. I mean, Argentina. Maybe. Paraguay. Let's do Argentina. Let's do Paraguay. And not super worried about anybody else right now, so we'll go with those. I mean, we're currently cordial with Brazil, which I kind of just wouldn't mind just staying nice. Oh, we're actually low on convoys at the moment. Interesting. Okay. Well, then how do we get more convoys? Windward Coast is isolated. Do we actually get it? Get something over here? Where are we? Right there. I mean, sorry. Using 0 of 3, taxation capacity 0. I mean, it's growing the colony. It may just never actually happen, is my expectation, but I just wanted to start it just to see what happens. I'm not actually expecting it to work, and it might be causing us more than it's helping, but it's all right. All right. I'm not going to worry about the convoys right now. I'm assuming we have a way to build more convoys, or maybe we just get those from... All right, so we actually don't have that many people living below minimum expected standard of living right now. That's pretty good. Still have a transportation shortage. And I still don't know if I fully understood how to fix the transportation shortages. Oh, wait a minute. Is urban size for each 3 urbanization in the state? So we just need more urbanization. Okay, so anything that's going to increase... okay. Anything that increases urbanization, such as the Arts Academy, for example, and other things of that nature, can increase the urbanization side. Okay, maybe I understand now. So anything in this category can increase this, which will give us more transportation, I think. Gas street lights will give us more infrastructure. Apparently it is actually good for us. What about market squares? Theoretically could be good for us. Already did that one. These other ones that I've just kind of ignored. Get more luxury clothes this way, which, you know, might give us more money. I don't know. Let's just click some of these buttons that look like they're going to be good for us and see what that does. I never did this one. Oh, patent stills actually could be beneficial, theoretically. What about sweeteners? Sweeteners, maybe? We do have sugar. I think we have ways to make sugar. And then we've got all this other stuff that we can actually start building some more urban type buildings, I'm assuming. Again, unless I'm just misunderstanding what this means. I mean, paper mills. Paper is very expensive right now, right? So some paper mills feels like it would make some sense. Let's just keep a few of those. And again, we're kind of in a spot now where I'm just like, don't know how far to go down with some of these. Proposal for elected bureaucrats has set in a deadlock. Oh, wait a minute. Now we have it. Never mind. Okay, we got it then. Victoria. Nice. Well, congrats to them for having some gold. Still paper. Very high. Oh, yeah. Wood, iron, and paper are all still very expensive. Which we got more wood coming. Theoretically. We do. After the textile mill gets done. Increase your supply of convoys by a healthy margin. Well, I would like to try to do that. Here comes the barracks, which I don't actually remember what that was for. And then we'll have some logging camps coming in. 75 of 188. All right, so how do we get convoys? Port buildings. All right, so port buildings. So for presumably... I'm assuming that's not a port building, right? That's just a fishing wharf. Yeah, okay. So port building. All right, there we go. Port buildings. Ah, convoys. Okay, well, let's grab a port building, which is going to increase it by apparently 150, which I think is the healthy margin it wanted. At least, yeah. Let's just bump that to the top. And see if we can get that done. Get that, just so we know that that works. I mean, we are losing money, but not so much that I'm super concerned yet. Maybe I should be. Got a lot more loyalists than radicals. Population's still going up. Standard of living still going up. Education's still going up. Everything's looking mostly good. We did just get some new clickables. So we got condensed engine pump, which theoretically will give us more money. If I'm reading that. Nitroglycerin should also give us more, although it increases the mortality of our people. Do we care about people that much? I mean, we don't care about people, do we? Sorry, that was rude. Any of these that are worth anything? Not really enough to justify maybe yet. Some of them are not that bad, but I don't know if we want to click any of those buttons just yet. What about down here? Oh, did we want to do sawmills? Sawmills actually apparently would do a lot of good for us. Don't think we want focus hardwood. I think a little bit of hardwood production is okay. Because hardwood's still good. I mean, we could just go prioritize softwood, to be honest, but I think we got other ways to get that. And what was the new thing we just picked up? We just picked up a bunch of stuff. Maybe it was just those two. The explosive stuff. Oh, there we go. Water tube boiler. It's actually going to lower things. And this is for the furniture? Yeah. What about paper mills? Apparently it's break even. Plug that one in. Sulfite. Apparently break even. Probably because we don't have any paper mills yet, so never mind. That would make sense. We'll come back to that later then. I mean, I went ahead and plugged them in, but we might come back to that later because I just realized we don't have any. All right, we're going to put a cut in there. When we come back, we'll pick our new technology and keep on keeping on. If we can keep building without losing too much money, then I think we're in a good spot. So we'll see. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.